Salve, Gustavo Santana. Tranquilo? Como prometido aí, vou continuar o segundo episódio. Pode falar, mano. Tranquilo, se tiver algum barulho alheio aí, me perdoa.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Eu coloquei a tradução aí pro pessoal assistir e conseguir ler. Ô louco, Gustavo.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
We have two of these New York flashback scenes in the game, and actually we almost cut them out. And I'm very glad that we were able to keep them in because they are very important to the story that we're telling here. These are the days when the Wakes were actually happy. And we spent so much of the game in danger and in darkness, running around with guns blazing. And also, when we see Wake and Alice together, most of the time they're arguing or at least they're not being very happy. But these are the days when they were both very happy together, and these are the days they long for. In the second flashback sequence, towards the end of the game, you can see the cracks there. They aren't really doing very well anymore, but right now, this one it was good.
Salve, Jackson. Deixa o like, rapaziada. Valeu, mano. Tamo junto. Bloqueado. Se não viu a live anterior do início,
Oh, sure, until
recomendo
Barry
ver
gets his
aí.
hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just,
Beleza, Gustavo.
especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Valan Pegador. Salve, Marlon. Esse jogo é muito lindo, velho. O presente.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Pra cá, mas calma aí, deixa eu ver se eu acho que dá
Testing the
rápido.
lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me, I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
In many small towns, life is peaceful and not that much happens that really requires police intervention. Such is the case with Bright Falls also. And the sheriff station is really a friendly, almost cozy place. Indeed, the jail cells are more often used to sober people up than holding anyone for a longer period of time.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I...
Vou compartilhar na minha página, ver se vem alguém. Beleza, mano.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers. A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey!
Eita porra.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client. Who are you? I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to
The visitor center is the hub of Elderwood National Park area. It's a place where you can get information about the local wildlife, directions if you are going out hiking in the forest, or keys if you are renting one of the cabins in the area.
Just listen to yourself.
It also has a nice cafeteria which looks out into the forest. It's a bright and beautiful place to stop for a while and have a cup of coffee. But it's also filled with lots of stuffed animals and mammoth skeletons and so forth. So it's not really a place that you want to visit at nighttime, which is what you will be doing.
Mr. Wake, I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap.
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm. Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this?
Gordinho não cala a boca, mano. Gordinho chato.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Fica vendo, Gordinho.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Fala aí, Gordinho chato, né, mano? Meu Deus.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al! Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous.
Mesmo doença não cala a
Everybody hates a
boca, mano,
tourist,
mas
or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Barry is a very funny character to write, and frankly, a big part of that is Fred Berman, who does Barry's voice. And he's a cool guy because it doesn't matter how stupid the thing I write is, he actually always makes it sound good. He would just always find the right tone for Barry and sort of make him human even though he's saying something completely idiotic. Barry's a clown, of course, and you know, you could call him a greedy little weasel and you wouldn't be far off from the truth. But at the same time, he's a loyal friend and he's smarter than he lets on. And, you know, he's got the flaming eye of Mordor, so, you know, that goes a long way.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Ai, que susto, cara.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really, just taking the
Ó, que sinistro. Ainda bem que não tem facecam, velho. TV que vai ligar.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to
Wesley tá aí ainda?
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone! Please, help! Help me!
Hello?
Help me! Somebody!
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found King Drew. It knew.
so dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy. Sure that Rusty was safe.
Right now Rusty's still alive, but you know that's not gonna last for long. He's a couple of minutes away from being turned into one of the Taken.
You know, and we worked on the Taken for a long while, and when we initially started to build the concept, the basis was on serial killers from comics and movies.
Right.
We wanted them almost seem like immortal enemies, and they always turn up where you least expect them.
Yeah, and they seem kind of mindless. Well, that's because the Dark Presence just sort of strips everything away from them. It just leaves this empty shell and fills in the darkness and sort of throws them at you. They're really about aggression, and they don't really do subtle.
And that's exactly why we love the melee weapons, right? And we actually considered giving them firearms at one point. But when we tried that, I think it took away something from the unique feel of combat. That
because we kind of want them to come at you.
Yeah, they need to be aggressive, right? And I think the melee weapons also represent something old and mythical, what the Dark Presence is, unlike the LITE, which is modern and technical.
Yeah, and of course you'll probably notice that they keep on babbling all the time. Well, you have, but no, yeah. I'm talking to a player here. That was actually kind of an experiment because we just wrote some of that stuff on a whim for Stucky in the beginning, and
there was no way to
when we got the lines back from the actor, it was creepy as hell. So we, of course, decided we're gonna have more of this stuff, and we just wrote more of it in.
Yeah, exactly, it was excellent.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Hunting licenses.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
É, bens, mas tem a PlayStation embaixo dos sonhos. Olha a voz, velho, demônio.
Ranger's instructions. At all times. Fishing. Rusty, no.
Eita, é aqueles rapidão.
Heard yourself, Mark. License, never. You approach closer than 100 yards. 2 bears and wolves. Never approach any other. Closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed. Never leave your pet unattended. It is against the law to remove any monsters or historical artifacts from the park grounds. This includes even you may or even simple berries.
Que momento que você fica perdido, não sabe onde tem que ir. Ai, que susto! Filha da puta. For Honor, mano, vai, velho. Tem mais. Eu não sei pra onde eu tenho que ir. Aí ali. Vamos vazar. Eu baixei rodando liso. Beleza, mano. For Honor a gente pode fazer várias coisas, mano. Eu e você contra outros dois. Fazer um X1, tá ligado?
The Elderwood National Park sits in the middle of the dark and majestic Elderwood forest. It's a place that features...
Acho que eu sei o que é isso aí.
I saw something!
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Deixa eu ver se tem mais alguma coisa aqui. Não. A live não tá travando não, né?
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Tá de boa porque o jogo é leve, mano. Eu espero que no For Honor não dá aquelas quedas de frame igual no Discord, tá ligado? Eita porra. Eita, o cara aqui. Eita! Que susto! Eita, eu ia pular da ponte. Ia se matar. E agora, mano? Pra cá ou pra cá, velho? Vamos pro negação primeiro. gostando da musiquinha. Aí deixa eu correr. Vim de lá e pra cá. Deixa eu sentar o pé. Eita porra, olha o tamanho desse cara. Já acertou a faca em mim ainda, filho da puta. Sacanagem, 3 de uma vez. Sem munição. Eita porra. Toma. E quando tem neblina assim não é bom, velho. Camiseta com sangue. Olha lá. Nossa, o tamanho desses meninos. Eu vou correr isso assim. Eita! Eita! Eita, vou morrer. Morri, caralho, mano. Caralho. Como que eu vou matar tudo isso aí com 17 balas, velho? O jogo tá de brincadeira. Nossa! Nossa, morri de novo. Caralho. fosse eu matar pelo menos os pequenos, velho. Ixi, eu morri de novo, velho. Puta que pariu. Não tem como matar tudo, velho. O grandão, se ele colocar a luz, não adianta, velho. Isso eu consigo. Nossa, olha isso, velho. Não passa nem fudendo. Vai eu tiltar contigo não, jogo. Descansa aí, o cara correu daqui a ali, tá cansado, mano. Parecendo eu aqui em casa, velho. Nossa. Eita, tomei no globo. Ai, caralho. Menos aqui, até aqui eu consegui chegar, velho. Onde eu tenho que ir agora? Ah, eu tenho que matar ele, velho, não adianta. Olha o grandão aqui. Acabou a munição. Ai, meu pai, agora eu morri. Fica aí. Aqui, ótimo, sem munição. Onde eu vou arrumar munição, velho? Tive a grama mexendo ali. Olha lá. Onde eu vou arrumar munição pra matar esse cara, velho? Ou eu não preciso. Onde, cara? Essa daí foi tudo. Sem munição, velho. Joga a arma na cabeça dele, talvez não. agora em mim, fica vendo.
Shit.
Presta atenção no jogo aí, rapidinho.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away. You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move. Why? Because that's the way the story goes. Yeah, but... Let's move! I lost my gun back there. Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
Mata meu filho, pô.
Monster, bring it! Stop fighting me!
Você não vai matar, não. Cara, mata meu filho! Nossa, que cara cuzão, velho. Quer um brinquedo? Quer... Meu Deus. Boa noite, Yuri. Yuri Dicker.
No can do.
Dicker, man.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun. No time for back talk. Hold him off, damn it. Just a little longer. Scare him off.
Ah, meu filho, eu não tenho arma não. Olha isso, mano, eu não tenho arma, velho. Eu vou morrer. Eu vou correr, fica aí. Tá doido? Vim através da Nina. Mas cadê a Nina? Tem que trazer, chamar ela também, pô. Muito obrigado por vir, mano.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Que Deus te abençoe, mano. Valeu mesmo.
This is it, Wake. A last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming! That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Mata, ó, você é ruim de mira, hein? Puta que pariu. Aí, mata esse cara aí, velho. Tem que matar ele pra eu pegar a arma dele. Essa é a lógica, mata o cara pra me pegar a arma dele. Eita. Calma aí, chat. Olha o tamanho do cara atrás dele, velho. Ele tá olhando. Vou morrer, Jesus. O cara não ajuda. Meu Deus, velho. Eu vou morrer, velho. Esse cara não mata, velho.
There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun. They're coming. That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Só matar, meu filho. Me dá a sua arma, velho. Eu mato. Ó, o cara vindo atrás de mim aqui, ele tá nem aí lá. Mata ele, velho! Vai se fuder, seu velho maldito! Isso é horrível, mano. Olha lá, mata o cara que tá perto de mim, velho. Usei na hora, velho. Olha, ele não mata, velho. Ai, morri. Eita. É um desespero, velho, quando eu sei que não tá com a arma, velho.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations.
Anda muito ocupado.
Something glorious and terrible. Once we get
Anda
you some
muito ocupado. Muitos
editorial
inscritos, muita coisa pra fazer.
What the hell are you
Muita
talking
gente
about?
assistindo as lives
Where's
dela.
Alice?
I want the
Assim,
entire
mano.
manuscript, or she's gonna
Ela
suffer.
faz um trabalho bom.
You touch her.
Se Deus quiser, vai só aumentar, velho. Agora que você vai pegar a arma dele? Ah, não. E eles vão matar ele.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Deixa até a garrafa de café pra trás, velho. Armadilha. Tá lotado, olha. Quando eu live de PUBG, quando eu desestressar, eu não estiver estressado com o jogo. O jogo lá me estressa. A sensibilidade tá horrível. Olha isso, sensibilidade, velho. Não dá pra jogar assim não, velho. Nossa, o bicho sujo do nada. Vem aqui, para de ficar jogando machadinho daí, eu sou filha da puta. Ficar de longe é fácil, né? Vai ter mais bicho, velho. Família. Não carrega, mano. Ah, vai se fuder. Vai ser lerdo pra porra, velho. Olha, tá tacando machado lá atrás. A lerdeza dele de carregar a arma, mano. Me estressa isso, velho. É assim então. Eita porra! Eita, não é só um não. Vê a lerdeza que é ele recarregar essa arma, mano. Nossa Deus, isso me estressa tanto. Não faz ideia como que estressa isso. Falou, vou ter que dormir amanhã, vou. Bora jogar um forró, velho. Beleza, amanhã nós vai jogar o For Honor, mano. Que desespero que dá, velho. Um avião, velho. Pelo jeito vai ter bicho aqui também.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Ixi, vai ter, mano. Tô até vendo. Eita porra, que susto, cadê? Tomou um baita susto, velho. Preciso chegar na luz. Vixe, mais. Onde tá o outro? James, hello mano, hello bro. Caramba, ele falou alguma coisa que eu não entendo inglês, velho. Entendo pouca coisa. Se alguém puder traduzir pra mim, eu agradeço. Eita, pô. Caiu lá embaixo. Olha que gênio que eu sou, velho. Mano, se puder me mandar essa mensagem em português, eu agradeço. Sou péssimo em inglês. Vou subir aqui, mas... alcance o ponto do... ah, tá.
Beware of Widowmakers!
Que sorte, velho. Tinha a porta aqui. Não ia morrer, velho. Você tá vendo um grandão agora aí, tá de sacanagem. Da onde ele vai aparecer?
Is a hazardous occupation.
Motosserra, velho. Caralho. Olha o Jason, velho. Olha o Jason. Checkpoint.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Retorna ao Barry.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods. I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus. I had to find the key to the garage.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing.
Agora dei um pulo até da cadeira agora. Ai. Eita. Bloquear. Ruim pra caramba pra dirigir, velho.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Vai ser fácil. Vem correndo, minha sua putinha.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, I get you.
Tanto de coisa.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird. Is that I'm not allergic to birds. Oh, shoot! Oh, crap. Hey, Al. I'm sorry.
Passarinho quase me mata, hein?
Psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear
Diner.
Good girl.
Eita porra, é um demônio que controla.
Come here. Pretty please.
E é isso, galera. A live de hoje foi essa. Espero que tenham gostado. No próximo episódio estarei trazendo live também. Que Deus abençoe a vida de vocês.